everyone, it's McKaylee. I'm here with Barb, and we are going to show you today for Machine Tip Tuesday some serger setting. So here's Barb.
Okay, howdy.
Hello.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the serger and the settings that you can have for it, because people will come in and say, oh, I don't know how to do that. So I want to talk to you and show you what we have on the serger and some of the knobs that are there so you can remember. So this is an ovation I'm showing you right now, but a lot of the knobs are going to be much the same. This right here is our stitch selector.
Okay.
So that takes the place of all those tension dials that you would normally see on a serger. And right now we are in a 3-thread overlock. All right, and down here, if you want to put it in a thread position, and this is going to be pretty standard with most of the baby lock sergers, you're going to put it down in threading and then turn the knob, and then these pipes will lock into place. You'll be able to see that happen. There they are. They've now locked into place and we're ready to thread our loopers. And there's the cover and the chain looper, the lower looper and the upper looper. All right, I'm going to take it out of it. All right, and then up here you have the wave and overlock selection. On this serger, this is the foot up, foot down. And I'm going to close the doors for just a minute to show you that this is a differential feed. And all of our baby locks will have this on the side, just so you'll know that's what it does. This is where it's going to be most of the time. If you move it up, it's going to gather your fabric together. If you move it down, it will pull your fabric apart. It'll stretch it out. So the advantage to that is if you're working on a knit and you want to, and maybe the knit is puckering, then you can adjust it over here. Or maybe it's pulling apart as you sew. You can adjust it right here. But the fun thing is, this is also how you do a ruffling stitch. I love
Barb's favorite.
Yeah, you know I love the ruffling. All right, let's come over here. I'm going to turn this again. So I'm going to open the doors again. This knob right here, this is the looper tension. Most of the time you don't have to mess with that, but that, just so you know, that's what it is. This knob right here puts your upper looper either up or down. Now to put it down, you have to turn your hand wheel over here a full revolution to make it lock down. And you can see it locked down. It's not going to come back up. But if I put it up, it takes another revolution to get it to go up. And that would be particular to the 8-thread sergers, because that would come into play if you're doing a cover or a chain stitch. Okay. All right, and then right here, this is the little knob, or you need to remember that that is the width knob. And a lot of people say it's the widow knob and it's the width, so they both start with a W. But if you turn that, you can watch this blade move back and forth. And that tells you that's going to adjust the width of the stitch. All right? Mm-hmm. And all of those numbers on there always mean something. Right here is we're going to lock the blade down. Did you see that blade go down? I've got it locked down right now. And now I'm going to turn it up, and that blade is going to pop back up. And that's going to cut our fabric. And this one right here is the length knob. And on the side of it, you'll see that it says standard and rolled edge. So that right there tells you in the standard, that's going to be a standard overlock, stitches, whatever, or your cover and chain. But if you put it in the rolled edge, then now it's going to be a rolled hem or a rolled edge.
Perfect. So
that you can remember that. In fact, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to raise that foot up. And if I want to take the foot off of a serger, there's a little release button on the back. And then I'm going to lift this up a little higher and just slide it to the left. So the same way I'm going to put a new foot back on, I will slide it back in from the left and pop it down. If it doesn't go right in the cradle, you can move that around and wiggle it with your hand, because they're kind of tough machines. They're not going to go anywhere. And there, it's locked in. But I'm going to move that out of the way for just a minute, because I want you to see. In fact, I'm going to move that thread out of the way. I don't want it to be in the way here. I want you to see that this is the upper looper, and this right here is the lower looper that's moving right there. So you don't really see it come out too much right here. See how that goes? Mm-hmm. That'd be the other one. Okay, so that one is moving around. This is your subsidiary looper. It clogs that hole, and then you just move it back. So we've pretty much covered a lot of the stuff there. And I also wanted to show you that right back here, there are stitch fingers, and that's what forms the stitch. You can kind of see that. Now, if I put this in, I want you to keep the camera right there.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm going to put it in a rolled edge, and I want you to see what happens. So right here, are we still with you?
I think so.
Okay, there's the rolled edge. But if I take it out of the rolled edge, look at that stitch finger move back into place. That'll form a wider stitch. And if it's going to roll it, it's going to move it out of the way. Is that fun?
Yeah,
All
it
the things
is.
you didn't know, didn't know, and you didn't need to know. But those are good things to know about. Do you have any other questions?
No.
We've learned a little bit today,
We
haven't
have. We love our sergers.
we? We do. Oh, you know what? This right here, this is the thread guide. So anytime I want any kind of a stitch, all I have to do is look. It tells me which needles to have in, the length of the stitch, the width, and where to have my stitch selector. Plus all that wonderful color pictures.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is, so there's never a question. If you want that stitch, you set it up like that and you've got it.
Awesome.
All
Thanks,
right.
Barb.
You're welcome.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
girlfriends.